Hello, this is Dr. Rosie Kuhn, and this podcast series is called Aging Like a Guru. Who, me? You'll be hearing a pitter-patter of rain on my roof. It's August, and we've got a beautiful rainstorm going on here. Really rare for August, but we're really happy to have the rain. So in the background, what you're hearing is the rain on my roof. In Forbes magazine online, they did a study in 2017 about the biggest worries, what people most worry about aging. And people even in their 30s were answering this. And the majority of the people were, the largest fear was the fear of losing their independence. And the three elements of losing their independence, what they were most afraid of was the financial situation that might cause them to lose their independence, or their physical or their mental situation. So what I want to focus on today is this fear of dementia, fear of loss of our mental acuity, fear of Alzheimer's. And of course, it's a very, very big conversation, and of course it's something to be concerned about. But the funny thing is worry and negative emotions and negative thoughts actually contribute to the deterioration of our brain. It's kind of known. Just like we now know that meditation and positive thinking also now grows gray matter in our brain. So positivity and coming to a place of peace and serenity and meditation brings about the growth of and health of our well-being, our mental well-being. So what I want to tell you is a couple of things. And I don't necessarily always want to be telling you something, but I was doing some research on this, and what I saw is that really only 10% of the people over 65 have Alzheimer's. 10%. And that means 90% of the people don't have Alzheimer's. And when you turn 85, not when you turn 85, but 85 and above, your likelihood of getting Alzheimer's is higher, like I think it goes up to 32%. But that still means that 68% of people don't have that dementia or that Alzheimer's. So, but we worry a lot about it. And again, the worry can contribute to, as a stressor, can make things worse. I know when I'm stressed and I'm worried about things that I get a dyslexia and I can't remember my words and my words get backwards. So the more I'm stressed, the more that happens. And when I know that, I can calm down and take care of that so that I'm not as likely to make wrong choices with my words. So being an aging guru, if you will, if you are an aging guru, no matter how old you are, you have an inner guru, and that guru can help you and support you in not having to worry so much, knowing the wisdom of what you can shift and change, and knowing what you can't, and accepting what is. That's part of our guru-ness. So what I was doing some research on Alzheimer's and dementia and the onset of that, one of the things I realized or saw was that there are quite a few things that are stressors and can cause what looks like mental disability, but it's something else, or the mental disabilities are caused by something else that can be reversed. So for instance, tumors is something that causes and can cause mental disabilities, but that can most likely be reversed. Surgery, radiation, chemo, and other alternatives that can reduce that tumor. Medication, quite often medication, the side effects can contribute to confusion, mental fog, memory loss, those kinds of things. So if you're taking medication for anxiety, depression, blood pressure, high cholesterol, pain, seizures, trouble sleeping, see if the side effects is that it's going to cause some mental issues for you. Head traumas can cause that, and we know now the trauma and concussions that occur for athletes. We know that over time can cause dementia and other brain dysfunction. So knowing that, we can begin to do something different to stop creating so much trauma to the head. Emotional disorders, alcoholism, dehydration is a big one. There's quite a few people who aren't drinking water, drinking enough water, and so their brain gets foggy. The vitamin deficiency, such as vitamin B12, is very, very, very important. Vitamin B12 is very important, and when there's a deficiency, our brain functions less, and that's true for magnesium and other micronutrients that our brain may not be getting. Infections in our body, urinary tract infections, actually is a pretty interesting thing, because you think you may have you may be having a brain issue, but what it might be is just an infection in your body that has not yet been taken care of. My sister had ended up in the hospital, and it looked like it appeared as if she had a stroke. And it wasn't a stroke, it was a urinary tract infection. And once they figured that out, then they treated with antibiotics, and she got better. But at first they didn't even see that urinary tract infection, and they didn't even consider it. And they were getting her ready to go to a long-term care facility. But when someone stepped in, her daughter, in fact, stepped in and said, could it be a urinary tract infection? They looked at it, and that's what it was. So emotional and physical trauma. If we've had a loss, loss in finances, a loss in health, a loss of a loved one, a loss of our home, those kinds of things can create mental fog and confusion and a disability or dis-ease. The food we eat has a great impact on our mental acuity. When I'm eating a lot of sugar and carbohydrates, especially refined, cakes and yummy things. I love cakes and I love cookies. My brain doesn't work quite so well, and I know that, and my my joints don't work too well either. So I am aware of that, and I'm conscious enough to start to cut back more and more on those things that I know are affecting my memory. I want my mental health to be there, until the day I die. And I hope that if that's in the 90s, I want to be as clear as my father was when he died in his 90s. He was sharp till the very end, and I want that for myself. The foods we eat, as I said, the toxins in the air and the water, we can do something about that. We can drink clean water. I bought myself a reversed osmosis water filter so that my water is really, really, really clean, and I love the taste of it, and I drink more of it. So that's a good thing in terms of will rarely get dehydrated. So those are just some of the things that are occurring in our life that it may be causing symptoms of Alzheimer's or dementia, but are actually reversible. We can do something about those. And that's a really good thing. We don't have to worry so much. And we also know that some of the foods that we eat can contribute to healthier brain cells. Like I said, what we eat, our meditation, positive thinking, we know that fatty acids and how those fatty acids that can transfer and actually nourish our brain cells, we know this stuff. And so if we know it, we can actually put it into use and put it into practice, and we're going to have a better life. I've mentioned before, I use a supplement by ASEA, ASEA, and I'm actually a distributor for it, just to be clean about that. And I use it just about every day. I use the redox signaling molecules. I drink that every day because it nourishes all my cells. And I'm also on supplements, high quality supplements that I know I'm getting what I need in terms of the micronutrients and healthy vitamins and minerals and like I said, the nutrients. So I am investing in those quality supplements so that I know that I'm doing the best I can for my body. We also know exercise is really, really important for health and well-being of all our bodies, but especially our brain. Health, our exercise, getting up and out every day is really, really important. So those are things we have choice about. we have the ability to do something about that. And we don't have to be so worried about our mental health. We can actually continue to exercise our brain, exercise our bodies, exercise choice, and empower ourselves to make good decisions so that we're healthy till the very, very end. And that's what I want for you guys. I want you to have the capacity and the capabilities, because you do, to choose to take really, really good care of yourself. You deserve it. Your children deserve it. Your parents, your family, your friends deserve the best you. And you deserve that, being the best you. All right, that's pretty much it for now. Thanks for listening. If you're interested, we have a Facebook page, Aging Like a Guru, where you can go leave comments or interesting elements that you want to share with the aging group. If you have questions or comments, you can please leave them there or message me or email me at rosie@theparadigmshifts.com. And my website, theparadigmshifts.com. I have books and blogs and videos that you can peruse there. So please feel free to visit. All right. Thanks so much. Blessings to you, and bye for now.